Hey, what's up, Kate, or Bionic Dance? This is Uboot32. I need to. This is my first video. I need to change. Probably gonna get a new channel or something. Um, but this is in response to your atheism plus identity video, and I just wanted to say, for the most part, I agree. Um, it's not a good thing to try to make an attribute your entire identity. Though I would note that your identity is made up of various attributes. But it's like you said, it's not entirely your identity. Um, yeah, it's just my take on the whole atheism plus thing. My problem with it is not just in the fact that they're trying to make an attribute an identity necessarily. I mean, that's kind of a broad complaint with the whole thing. My problem is the things that they are trying to associate with atheism that just don't follow logically from atheism at all. Like you're automatic, if you're part of Atheist Plus, then you're automatically a feminist. Oh, you're an atheist and you're not part of Atheist Plus, then you condone those things. That's kind of what's happening. And it's weird to see it happening from intellectuals like, Richard Carrier, who should be well equipped to not make these mistakes. It's absolutely silly. And it's why so many atheists are taking issue with this, is that you're like, no, you're basically, it's like trying to make atheism like an ideology, like a religion or something like that. And it's really, really silly. And it's just silly that grown men and women are doing this. I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous. I also kind of want to just comment on a point you made. Um you said that the you can't tell a lot about somebody who's an atheist only that they don't believe in God, but you can with a theist, and then you immediately jump into Christianity. Um, I don't think that's how it works exactly. Um, you could probably guess a lot of things about a Christian. You might be able to, but it really doesn't come any farther than a guess. Who knows what that Christian does on Sunday? Maybe they don't. Maybe they're not churchgoers. There's Christians that aren't churchgoers. Maybe they don't pray that often. Maybe they pray like once a week. You can't necessarily tell a lot about a person. You can tell what that person might do. It's more likely that they do if they call themselves a Christian. Well, it's more likely that they believe, but you can't necessarily say that's exactly what they believe. And the term theism, if you're going to use the same line of argumentation for atheism, you kind of have to do the same for theism. Because if you say atheism only tells you one thing about a person, that's that they don't believe in God, or they lack a belief in God, then I think you have to do the same for theism. To say that you really can't tell anything more about a person who calls himself a theist other than that they just believe in God. Because I actually know people um, well, probably only like one person, but I'm sure there's other people out there. In fact, I'm sure I've seen other people on YouTube who are theists, who call themselves theists, but don't adhere to any religion and really mean it. I mean, there's pantheists, that's one thing, and they fall into the theist category. But that's just one. And there's also theists, people who believe that there is a God, a creator, or something that, I don't know, has some effect on the world. That isn't just like, the broad new age higher power type thing. They say that this thing actually would fall under the category of like a deity, and aren't religious. So I just wanted to make that point that, you know, if you do that for atheism, I think you have to do that for theism. Um, and I think that's pretty much it. Um, I hope you accept this as video response. This is my first video on YouTube. I've kind of just existed here for a while, but yeah, cool. Take it easy.